Welcome to Patty's Aquatics. So in today's video, it's something I'm very excited for. I have been on the hunt for mini small wave makers for a couple years now. I've been looking for small ones that'll fit within my dirt and natural aquariums. Now, I want some small enough that's going to give me some water flow, but not too much flow that it's going to push all my leaf litter and everything in my substrate around and make a mess. Well, that's where ZKSJ came in hand. They got a hold of me and they sent me this mini slim. This thing is awesome, and let me show you what it's all about. So like I said, I'm really excited about this mini wave maker. I've been using it for about 2 weeks now, and it's been wonderful in my dirty tank behind me that I have it in. And it's not blowing around any of the leaf litter that I had in here. It's creating just enough current at the top of the water to create water flow, but it's not disturbing the bottom. Now, why is that? Well, one, as you can see, this is a small little wave maker. It's not some big thing that's going to be pushing around mass amounts of water. And one thing that I love about it, it's magnetic. So you can stick it to the glass. It's got a protective rubber piece that goes on the inside, and then this piece that goes on the outside, so it's never going to scratch your aquarium as well. It's got a nice long cord, a very easy operational controller, which I'll show you in a little bit. And then what also it has is 3 different shields that go on the top of the wave maker. So you can have a wide flow, a medium flow, or a narrow flow, whichever you prefer. So that being said, let me throw this in the aquarium and I'll show you how it works. So I just installed it. As you can see, it is pushing enough water through the aquarium to give enough flow. And this is my rainbow shiner tank, which they absolutely love. But yet it's not pushing everything around on the substrate. And that's ideal to me. I don't want everything to get pushed all around down in the bottom. I want just movement on the top for the most part, just for a little bit of water circulation. Now, I think this is going to be ideal for people that keep the same type of aquarium as I do, that maybe you want a little bit more flow. Now, I don't keep filters in my aquariums, none at all, nor do I put oxygen with airlines in my aquariums either. So if you keep an aquarium like that, you don't want filtration, but you want a little bit of water flow, I think these wave makers are going to be ideal and perfect for this situation, and I absolutely love them so far. So like I said, they work off magnet, so it's real easy. Slip it around and put it to wherever position that you want on the tank. It's not some big obnoxious thing sitting there. It can hide wherever, and it's small enough to be able to do the job. So I think that's very cool. Now, let's take a little closer look at the controller. All right, for this controller, it's pretty easy and straightforward. Now, to turn it on and off and to switch between the modes is your M button here. Now, to turn it off, you want to hold it in, and it'll start flashing green, and then the power will go off of it. Hit that button again, it turns it back on, and then one more time we'll put it into the mode you had it on, and it'll start going again. Now, what are the modes, you might ask? Well, when it's red like this, it's a constant mode. You hit it again and it turns green, that's a pulse mode. So what that is, it has fast rises and falls, or pulses almost like a wave. And then this next one, the orange, which is a mix between the red and the green, is called the nutrition mode. Now what that is basically there are short rises and falls, so it's almost the opposite of the pulse. I've been keeping it at the constant, and I'm really liking that setting on it. Now you can also adjust the speeds of these. They go all the way from 1 to 10. So every time you hit this up, it'll go up to 10 and then down. So that's another cool feature. I've been keeping it at 10, and it is not that powerful. It's perfect for this style of tank. And that's pretty much it. Like, there's nothing advanced or too complicated about this controller. It's an easy setup, and that's what I love about it as well. All right, so I want to show a little bit, a demonstration of those different modes other than just showing you the buttons. I don't know really how to do that. It's hard to try to put something in there to really show the water flow, so I put it up as close to the surfaces I water as I can in order for you to kind of see the rippling of the water. Now, this is the constant mode where it's just constantly going with the same flow. Now this is the pulse mode. Like I said, it's pulsing it almost as if it is a wave they're going to push through. And this is that nutrition mode where it's like a slower mode, where it's slower little pulses of wave. So that's the different modes, sort of to kind of give you a vision of seeing what they really are. I'm going to put it back to constant. Now, another thing that's on here that I forgot to show you is if you hold that function button down, that M button, for a few seconds, it'll go into a feed mode, and there it will shut off for 10 minutes, an internal timer, and then shut back on for you. So that's another cool feature that's also on there. So that being said, like I said, this wave maker is good not only for the natural tanks like I set up, but you could use this for any style of tank. You could use this for any type of planted tank, any type of tank at all. It's perfect for smaller tanks like this, even a 20-gallon or maybe even a 10-gallon if you want a lot of flow. But that's like the thing. Not all fish want this heavy flow, and that's why I love this little mini wave maker. I could put this in my 75-gallon puffer tank, and I think it would work great too, or my 65-gallon Oscar tank. I think it would work in any style of tank if you just want a little bit of flow in your aquarium without that big, like, you see some wave makers that just like push everything around and it just makes such a disturbance. I don't like that. I love this because it's like a nice low flow, enough to get flow within your aquarium and not stress out your fish, or move everything around so dramatically, but you're still getting a little bit of flow. So I love this wave maker when it comes to that. These mini slims from ZKSJ really are more quiet and more powerful. And I am very grateful that they reached out to me. They told me that they watched my videos and they thought these mini wave makers would be ideal for my setups. And they are correct, but little did they know I really was looking for something like this. And it just so happened it was from ZKSJ, and I absolutely love it. I think this wave maker could be ideal for the natural tank community, for somebody that's looking for a little bit of water movement within their aquariums, but maybe don't want a filter or don't want even air in their aquariums like I run mine. This is perfect for these setups. I can't thank them enough for sending me this and letting me try this out, because I want more. I think I want them almost in probably all my aquariums. I think they'd be ideal, but especially in here with my rainbow shiners. They love the flow. They love it a lot, and it's perfect. So that being said, go check out their website. I will put a link in the description. I also put a link in the description of the video for the Amazon link for these mini wave makers. So go check them out and go buy some. I think they're going to be great. And again, thank you very much to ZKSJ for providing me with one of these wave makers and really making my day and showing me that there are manufacturers out there that are watching the little guy videos like my own and seeing things that we could use and benefit from. And I appreciate it immensely. So again, check out their website, which I'll have linked in the description of the video. And I'll also have the Amazon link and everything else in that description. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. And always remember to think outside the box and take a step back in the nature. Hope to see you next time here at Patty's Aquatics.